What is going on, everybody? It's Taylor Roberts, and welcome to Off the Deep End. If you're just joining us for the first time, we're in the middle of a Lady Gaga deep dive where we explore her artistry through her music and music videos, which means new Lady Gaga reactions until we reach the end of her discography. So make sure you subscribe, make sure you hit that bell button so you get notification of when those new videos drop. Hopping over to Instagram, Twitter, and Twitch. Give me a follow. Guys, last two music videos we watched, the Born This Way and the Judas music videos, were very, very different compared to the Fame era and the Fame Monster era. And these two videos as well were very unique within themselves. So I'm interested to see what this Marry the Night music video is going to look like. I mean, it's a 14-minute music video, about 14 minutes. So I'm assuming it's going to be some sort of like short film type music video, which is awesome because I always love short film type music videos. But let's not waste any more time. Let's hop right into it.
When I look back on my life, it's not that I don't want to see things exactly as they happened. It's just that I prefer to remember them in an artistic way. And truthfully, the lie of it all is much more honest because I invented it. Clinical psychology tells us arguably that trauma is the ultimate killer. Memories are not recycled like atoms and particles in quantum physics. They can be lost forever. It's sort of like my past is an unfinished painting, and as the artist of that painting, I must fill in all the ugly holes and make it beautiful again. It's not that I've been dishonest.
It's kind of true what she's talking about. You know, when you go through something like tragic or something a little bit life scarring, you kind of try your best to kind of suppress those bad memories and replace them with some sort of makeshift fantasy idea that you keep telling yourself that you eventually believe. Because I think, honestly, if you constantly tell yourself that something happened in your life, one day, if you tell yourself enough, you're going to believe that it actually happened in your life.
It's just that I loathe reality. For example, those nurses, they're wearing next season Calvin Klein. And so am I. And the shoes, custom Giuseppe Zanotti. I tipped their gauze caps to the side like Parisian berets because I think it's romantic, and I also believe that mint will be very big in fashion next spring. Check out this nurse on the right. She's got a great ass. Bam. The truth is, back then at the clinic, they only wore those funny hats to keep the blood out of their hair. And
It was an okay ass. We're seeing some sort of flashback, obviously, because she's narrating over it. So I'm assuming that we're kind of seeing something that's happened in the past, and eventually we're gonna see, obviously, the current future self. Yeah, I get a little bit of I get some Kubrick vibes with this hospital for some reason. I don't know why. Maybe it was the long corridor.
girl on the left, she ordered gummy bears and a knife a couple hours ago. They only gave her the gummy bears. I'd wish they'd only given me the gummy bears.
Morning, Morphine Princess. How are you feeling? Everything went really well. Look at you. I remember when I delivered you. You look just like your mother.
Except my mother is a saint.
What is up with her back? Is it all fucked up? She like suffering from some sort of eating disorder, like anorexia or something like that. Kind of reminds me of like the Bad Romance video. Remember, she was like super skinny in that video too. But by the way, this nurse like had mentioned that she delivered Lady Gaga. So if Lady Gaga is like what, 20 in this, 30 in this, she was like maybe like 20. She's got to be like 40, 50. She looks pretty good for 40, 50. Looks pretty good. Looks pretty good. I honestly thought it was Lady Gaga at first playing the other nurse as well, but it's not.
Tachycardia, heart rate is 120.
I'm gonna make it.
No intimacy for 2 weeks. Blood pressure 90/40. A little low, but then again, you've always been on the low side.
I'm gonna be a star. You know why?
Why?
Because I have nothing left to lose.
Do you need anything else?
Juste un petit peu de la musique.
Is there a reason why she switched languages here? This whole video has been in English so far, and she switched to French all of a sudden. So I've seen the Star is Born movie. For you guys being like, oh, is he gonna do Star is Born? I've seen the movie already. I had to watch it for film school. But I will say this, is that I think Lady Gaga's acting was really great in A Star is Born. Better than it is in this video. Now, before you attack me in the comments, it's a good thing because we can see how Lady Gaga has improved her acting from 2011 to 2018-19. But she was like, I'm going to be a star. I'm going to make it. I'm going to be a star. So now, basically, I feel like with those two lines, she's set up the plot of this video, I'm assuming. Where, you know, she has a goal now, which every movie character has a goal and what they want to do. She wants to be a star. So now, the rest of this video, I feel like is going to be that story of her trying to be maybe who she is today. You know, maybe Lady Gaga. See, this is like super creepy, psych ward type shit. Okay, so I'm assuming this is the future now.
Be someone important. Perfect. See, I told you.
Okay, so now she's having a mental breakdown, apparently. Something happened with that phone call. She was talking about, but I'm an artist. It was like her manager or something that was like, you know what, I'm going to have to cut you because, you know, you're just not doing anything for me. type thing here, and now she's having this mental breakdown. She's like pouring soap on her. She's covered in Cheerios, which is weird because how did Lady Gaga know that a wet girl covered in Cheerios is one of my fetishes? Love Honey Nut Cheerios. And she's going a little nutty. Honey Nut Cheerios, going a little bit nutty. It works. It works. It's a visual representation of her emotional state at the moment. Such a waste of Cheerios, man. And just like with any good mental breakdown, you always change your hair. It's not a complete mental breakdown without changing your hair. That's just a fact. It's just a fact. And having gone through my own somewhat mental breakdowns and changing my hair, I can confirm that.
You may say I lost everything. But I still had my bedazzler. And I had a lot of patches, shiny ones from M&J trimmings, so I wreaked havoc on some old denim. And I did what any girl would do. I did it all over again.
It was a nice little fuck you guys gesture, right? So now she's changed her image completely, right? She started speaking English again. She has blue hair. Her wardrobe has changed. Putting together what I've seen so far, it's basically we've seen where she started. We knew where she wanted to go. We watched her get to where she wanted to go, and she almost got there. And then she got dropped by a manager, or if you look at it musically, maybe her label, something like that. Because I feel like this is going to be somewhat of an autobiographical story. Whether she got dropped by a manager or a label, whatever. Something happened where she was close to obtaining what she wanted to do, and it didn't work out. And so she had to switch things up. She had to reinvent herself. She had to give herself a new image and start over again. And now she's going to go out and do that. Because, you know, she had her bedazzler. Thank God. Nice little transition there. Nice little New York plate, because that's where she's from. Okay.
I'm gonna marry the night. I won't give up on my life. I'm a warrior queen, live passionately tonight. I'm gonna marry the dark. Gonna make love to the stars. I'm a soldier to my own emptiness. I'm a winner. I'm gonna marry the night. I'm gonna marry the night.
I'm ready. You guys ready? I'm ready. Okay.
I'm gonna
right, so she went through all this chaos, right, to try to achieve her dream. And all around her is chaos. We got rain, we got the night, we got cars exploding in the distance. She's just surrounded by chaos, but she's thriving in it at the same time. Look how they were able to convey that visually. Beautiful, beautiful job doing that. Embrace the chaos, embrace it, because it makes you a stronger person. It makes you a better person.
I'm gonna lace up my boots, throw on some leather and cruise down the street that I love, and my fishnet gloves, I'm a sinner. Then I'll go down to the bar, but I won't cry anymore. I'll hold my whiskey up high, kiss the bartender twice, I'm a loser. I'm gonna marry the night. I'm gonna marry the night. I'm gonna marry the night. I'm not gonna cry anymore. I'm gonna marry the night. Leave nothing on the street to explore.
You know what this reminds me of? This song? It reminds me of one of those songs you would put during a montage of an 80s movie when they're like doing some shit, like Rocky when he's training for his fight.
I'm gonna marry the night. I'm not gonna cry anymore. I'm gonna marry the night.
But that's basically what we're getting, right? We're getting this montage. She's out here. She's dancing with her dancers. She's, she's building herself. She's becoming who she's meant to be, that star that she said she would be.
Nothing's too cool to take me from you. New York is not just a town that you'll never lose. Love is the new denim all black. Skeleton guns or wedding bells in the attic. Kitchen Joe ready, come to come me no front. Won't poke holes in the seats with my heels, 'cause that's where we make love. Come on and time to come on and I'm gonna marry the night. I'm gonna burn a hole in the road. I'm gonna marry the night. Leave nothing on the street to explode. Come for marry the night. Come for marry the night. Marry the night. I'm gonna marry. I'm gonna marry. Come on, the night.
Yeah, so now, now we're just seeing little flashback elements of everything put together pretty much. This reminds me of one of those 80s music videos too, where all they do is the whole entire video is them dancing in different places. Which a lot of Lady Gaga videos have been kind of like that. They kind of have these huge dance numbers in different places. And this one is very much within that same sort of realm. Interscope Records, huh? And now she's a satellite. See what happens when you work hard for your dreams? You become a satellite. This is one of those rags to riches type stories. We see Lady Gaga at her worst. Obviously, she's in a hospital with a goal, and her dream is to be a star. And then we watch her almost attain her dream, fail, rebuild herself, and go out and capture her dream, which I'm assuming she did because she had on her hand Interscope Records. It's kind of your standard story. And I have a feeling that this is somewhat autobiographical, like I mentioned before, for Lady Gaga and her story, but it's kind of a typical thing that happens all the time. And a lot of, you know, those go out and pursue your dream, chase your story type movies and stories and all of that follow the same sort of structure. But I think my favorite part about the video was when she's dancing and all the cars are exploding, because like I said, if you notice, she's walking around, it's raining, it's dark, there's so much chaos going on around her. But she's thriving in it, you know, she's dancing, she's singing, she's embracing the chaos and going with it. And then toward the end of the video, you see her pouring the gasoline on the car and she's become the chaos. But really is one of those stories of just, you know, don't stop working for your dream. There's going to be lots of trials and lots of tribulations and lots of speed bumps along the way, but you just have to keep working, you just have to keep pushing, and one day you're going to do it. And I 100% agree with that message. Marry the Night, probably one of my favorite songs off the Born This Way album that we listened to. I love the visuals of this video. Love the story, even though the story structure is still a little basic, kind of your cliche story. You see the improvement in Gaga's acting. Like I said, I've seen A Star Is Born, and seeing this compared to how she was in A Star Is Born is like a night and day type thing. Why she was speaking French in the first half of the music video beats me. She seems to just love speaking other languages randomly in a music video. But let me know your thoughts down in the comments, guys. What you like about the video, what you dislike about the video. Remember, new Lady Gaga reactions until we reach the end of her discography. So make sure you subscribe. Make sure you hit that bell button so you get notifications of when those new videos drop. Hop on over to Instagram, Twitter, and Twitch. Give me a follow. If you would like to help support the channel, there's a Patreon link down in the description. Go and check that out if you got the time. And that is all I got for you guys today. So, take care. Stay safe. I'll catch you next time. Hey, thanks for watching Off the Deep End. Make sure you subscribe, comment, like, and share, and feel free to explore our channel and check out some of our other videos. Remember, new videos drop every week. Take care.